Hi guys, well finally the second part of my stamping video, which will very likely be several parts. Maybe I'll turn it into a playlist at some point, I'm not sure, but anyway. I've done a little bit more research and yeah, actually some of the even really well-known YouTubing nail girls, don't find it the easiest, so I'm sure I'm going to struggle with it. So yeah, so anyway, we'll just go along with me and see what happens. So I'll take you along for the ride, and how bumpy it might be, I don't know. Probably bumpy. So anyway, what I've done so far, just to save time, because have a quick look at the clock here. Otherwise, this video could go for long, but it's going to take several parts. And then there's advanced techniques I've very briefly looked into, which I basically looked at for 2 seconds and turned away and said, no, let's just mainly concentrate on the basics and then go from there. So anyway, what I've done so far, as you can see, I've painted on 5 different colours on the swatches, or the nail tips I call them sometimes. And these are just, there's no glitter in them or anything. So we'll probably, well, actually these are fairly pigmented. So like I told you, if you saw the short, mixing it with building gel may solve the problem that I don't have proper, actual stamping gel, which I didn't even know that when I got the stamping kit. Well, it wasn't really a kit, it was just the plate and the scraper and a few and the actual stamper itself. So there wasn't any paint or polish with it. As I said, I didn't know we needed it. But anyway, so I've painted 5 of these, and the rest I just wanted to do with you, because I just want to talk my way through it and take my time and tell you what I'm doing. Try to do it more or less from scratch. But so we've got if you ever want to know the exact details of anything, just let me know and I can, but, well, turn this around the right way to correspond with these colours. We've got a Jotson, we've got a Nice Deco, we've got a Finger Secret, we've got another Nice Deco and another Nice Deco. So they're the brands that I've used for these colours, and these are all quite pigmented. So actually these are some of the ones that probably I'll be using to mix with this building gel, because they said use as most pigmented as you can and mix it up. Now I remember saying on the short that it's 1:3 ratio, but then you get different opinions. I've also heard 1:2 and 1:1. So we're just going to have to experiment. I might have a look at the mixture when it's mixed up and see what it's like. I might not do 1:3, because I think the colour, I've got a feeling that the colour is going to be too wishy-washy or something, colours. So yeah, we might not do that 1:3. We'll do less. We won't do 3 parts building gel. Do a bit less than that. So I've decided to use this little, not my usual one I use, one of these flat palettes. Look at this. This glass one's got a bit of a lip, it's got risen a bit on the end, so I think there'll be a bit of mixing in there. So when we build the gel out, all I've done here is half opened this. This is a new one. I just half opened that, so I wouldn't be battling away with it on camera, wasting your time. And yeah, so now it's a matter of case at the moment. Choosing colours, probably what colour to go over what. This pink one, maybe a black. So I might actually use these, as I said before, these are pretty pigmented. So I might actually mix these up and just decide. So that's obviously, it's going to be either black or white. For that one, we can do pink or black for that one. and we'll just go along and just choose what we want to choose. I'll try to mix up very small quantities. So I do different colours, obviously you're not going to use one colour. So if we start off with this pink one. Now, before I go any further, just letting you know that if you're doing it on your own nails, you have to do a full prep beforehand, which, as you know, is taking off any dead skin and scraping that off and all the rest of it. You've seen in several of my videos. And then after you've done all that part, you must put a base coat on. So I haven't done this on here because it's only these, but if it, nails, a base coat, cure it, and then your colours and cure it. And then now I have the choice of either wiping off the tacky layer. These have had a good cure. In fact, I've given them 120 seconds because they were thicker than normal coats, which you don't do that. You're supposed to just do thin coats, but because it's on these, it's slightly thicker. They're not ultra thicker. But I gave them a good 120 seconds, so they're definitely, and you can always tell when I do the old tap, 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 tap them, just you can sort of tell. And they're full, cured enough. So now, also after this point, I've got three things I can do from here. I can either wipe the tacky layer off with 100% alcohol, or I can use a matte top coat, or I can use a matte no wipe top coat, or a no wipe top coat. It's not matte, but the last one with the regular top coat, it's not a good idea because it's a shiny surface. So the best one is either to wipe the tacky layer off or do the matte. So today I think we'll just wipe the tacky layer off. So that's what you're meant to have after you've done, even when they're fully cured. That tacky layer is on there, so it's good for adhering to your next layer. But if you don't want it there, you just rub it off with a lint-free piece of cotton and some alcohol. So I'll do that now. So this is 100% alcohol that I'll be using on this. This is a new container I've got here, so I'm not sure. So I'll put a bit more on there. When you use the proper stamping stuff, the stamping gel, the German polish, you're meant to use acetone, and I don't like the smell of that at all. I've got sensitivities to that, so well, when I say sensitivities, I'm not going to die, but I don't like the smell of it. So I'll be avoiding it. However, I do have it here if I need it for any, but I shouldn't need it dealing with gel polish and the builder gel. So yeah, I should have probably done this off camera to save a bit of time too, although it doesn't take very long. You just sort of along like that. The stronger alcohol is better to do this on, which I've got. I've got 100 and I've got 64. When I do this, I do 100. But often with things with nails, you can get away with 60 or 70. But some of them you do have to use the stronger alcohol. I mean, I don't like the smell of this either, but this is nothing compared to acetone. And I've mentioned to you before, I can't. That's why I don't use regular gel polish. Regular nail polish, because it's just way too strong. Or acrylics, same thing, too strong. So we've got one more to do after this one. Always avoid getting gel on your skin, I always say that. And definitely true. And if I ever do, I wipe it immediately with alcohol. So it's not going to kill you, but you could get sensitivities, especially if you're doing it over and over and over. you could get a sensitivity after, you know, only a few times doing it, getting it on your skin and not wiping it. So just make it a habit of wiping it. For me, it's a small price to pay for not having any strong smells. The gel polish will either have a mild smell or no smell or just a tiny bit of smell. So, yeah, all my gel polishes I can tolerate. Right, so that's that. So now the fun and games begins. Oh, actually, yeah, I think I'm going to avoid these at the moment. I think I'm going to avoid these very, very intricate patterns here because this is the first time I've stamped. So these patterns up here are less intricate. They're still intricate, but they're less so. So that one's pretty intricate. I haven't even decided. I think I might go for, yeah, maybe this one here. Maybe that one from the first one. And like I will try my best not to make this video go for an hour or something. It's not ideal. So I'll have to break it up into several parts. This one doesn't want to sit on its thing very well there. Okay. All right, so now we'll mix up the building gel, the polish. So maybe with the pink one, we'll do the black. Mix that up with the black. So I don't really even need to peel that whole thing off, to be honest. I might leave that there. I've got a brush here. So actually I'll scoop it out with one of these ones. You've seen these before probably on my channel. Just scoop out. So before we scoop it out, let's see, I'm mixing up black now. I mean, for this very first stamping one, well, it's the second one. The first one was just an introduction to it, so. But maybe we could, well, obviously I can't do black on that one because that won't show. We've got the option of just doing 4 as well. Then I only have to mix up black. That's probably a better idea. I could leave this black one for next time. It's cured and it's wiped. And not to mention it's full. It happens to be the one that's falling off its thing a little bit. Maybe that, because that way I can just mix up black today. I'm not making it like an hour or an hour and a half video. I can just mix up black, because obviously black on black is no good. So I'll put him aside, and that's what I think I'll do. We'll do 4 today. And I'll just mix up some black. So I just have to guess. I'll bring this over so you can see. I just have to guess the amount here. So this is hard builder gel. So, now, having said that, they're pretty big tips. They're a long coffin. So rather mix up a little bit more than less, although I can mix up some more if I wanted to. This is like I call it a mermaidy type of colour. It's, yeah, what was it called again? Yeah, I know, it was a, it's not quite clear. It had a little bit of, that's okay, you know, that won't interfere with. It's like a little bit of a holograph through it. It's going to be, it probably doesn't pick up that on camera, the colour. I don't know whether you can see a pink sheen in there, but it's just very slightly though. I probably would have just bought if I'd known that it needed to use special stamping gel or polish, I would have probably bought some. I had some of this on hand anyway. I'm totally guessing here. It's probably not enough, but let's just see. got that much, so I decided the lid back on this straight away before I forget. And the black. This is it's very hard. As you can see, it's a hard consistency. The easiest to work with. Whoops. Pick it up with the steel thing. Reminds me of toffee or something. I'll be getting a toothpick to actually mix. I want that to get a little bit. This stuff you use for putting that little embellishments on top of your nail and silicone molds and stuff like that. And you can attach your ABS nails to this, the clear ones to it. Just trying to separate that a little bit. I don't know, it feels like it's going to be too thick there. But so, yeah, I've actually probably got heaps, but it's all right. Okay, so I've got to bring it up so you can see. Probably got too much in there, to be honest, because I was saying 1 to 3, and I said I'm going to do 2 to 1 or something. Anyway, let's just put on a bit of polish. I mean, even 1 to 3, you'd need a fair bit of the black. I'm not sure. I've got Prime Day coming up. Prime Day Prime Day on Amazon is on July the 13th here in Australia. I'm not sure if you guys have already had it, or I don't know if I'll be buying anything. I've got a few things written on paper. It depends how cheap they are. Now that's probably about 1 to 3 there. So let's have a look. It's very thick. And then that's what they said though. They said you want it thick and very... No, this toothpick is not going to, at the moment, it's not going to be good enough. Let's pop in there. I'll go back to one of these, I think. That's probably, I don't even know if that's too thick for the stamper. Now, I've got a brush here. I've cleaned this one from the actual stamper. Yeah, you have to clean it with alcohol, or if you're using anything with gel polish, acetone. You mainly, if you see other tutorials, whatever, they'll say to use acetone most likely, because that's what you use if you're using the proper gel polish, these stamping polishes and stuff. Jelly stamping polishes. Wow, that is sticky and thick. So I just want to go for an easy one at the moment. So the nails are pretty long. Wow, this is so sticky. Oh my God, I think it's too thick. It's still too thick, you know. I had to put a bit more black in it. It's too thick. All right, let's try that. I don't know. I don't think I better use the brush. I might kill the brush if I mix it with that. Got a bit of force into it when you're mixing, so. So let's see. It's a bit better. Still very thick. Still probably too thick. But yep, let's put a bit more black. I like to do things right, not wrong. Oh my God, I've got so much for 4 nails. Good Lord. Okay, that's all right. I didn't know how much Builder Gel I put in. This consistency might actually be okay. I don't know. We'll soon find out. Now, let's try to get that off this spatula. Wow. I hope that brush I had is going to be tough enough of that. Actually, getting it off this spatula, I can actually get it off. I have a feeling it's still too thick, but because I've got to paint it on the stamping plate. Do I put a bit more black polish in? Maybe I do. Oh dear. I did see a couple of tutorials where the girls were got frustrated too, and it didn't turn out and stuff. So yeah, that's why it's a bit daunting doing this. But apparently, it's lots of fun once you know what you're doing. So okay, let's add a bit more black there. Yeah, it's definitely not 1:3 ratio. It would have, if I should have just put less Builder Gel from the beginning. I don't even know if it's 50-50, to be honest. It might be even more of the gel polish than of the Builder Gel, if anything. And plus this is pretty pigmented too, so maybe I didn't need much of the Builder Gel at all. Anyway, the good news is it's not lumpy bumpy anymore. That's the good news. So I'm happy about that. That's what I was worried about. I was thinking, oh God, it's not going to mix up at all. And it actually has. It's mixed up to a thick polish. Got a bit of gel on my finger there. I'll just wipe it. I've got a bit of gobble here. I hate wearing gloves, so to do this I want to be able to feel everything properly, and I just wipe it if it goes on my skin. This stuff on the spatula is pretty hard to get off, but I think we'll concentrate now on getting it onto the stamper with what we've got. Okay. So I can even take it a little bit from the sides too. Boy, this is thick. Alright, probably got far too much on the brush. Where's my there's a scraper thing. That's a little scraper thing I've got to scrape. So I think I'll go for that flower that I chose. Which was this one. Purposely not putting this. This is a bit like a mirror. This stamping plate. So I've got it on a bit of an angle there, but I'm not going to put it on an extreme angle. Okay, it's turning out better than I thought was when it comes to the painting of it. I think this is how thick it's meant to be, actually. I mean, I'm certainly not confident it's going to work out, but let's see what happens. All right, so I've got to get some space here. Move that one away, that one there. So we've got to put the card on a 45-degree angle, and apparently to the closest corner, and if possible just in one go. I think we need even more room here. I'll just move this down here. I'll move that over there. So I've got enough room to do it. And I've got this extra paper towel to grab the mess. Before I do this, I haven't cleaned this. Let's see, I think I've worked out that I'm going to use this end to do the stamping and this end to look through. So this end to look through, I'll take that out and I'll look through there because of the bigger nails. I mean, if I was doing it on my tiny little nails, I would use this end to do the stamping on, but because these nails are bigger, I might use this one. Oh, that's right. Then this is an important part too. You don't use alcohol or acetone or anything on like that on your stamper. You use the best things, sticky tape or a lint roller. And I haven't got a lint roller yet, so I might order one of those. They're only cheap, or I can get it from a supermarket probably. Yep, that's kind of it's normal, regular office sticky tape, nothing special. It's taken off a couple of marks off there. So I've got this one ready. I've got to do this on a 45-degree angle and one hardly, so I guess it should, well, the closest corner is probably there, here. I'm going to lay it flat, doing it. It's one hard, move that over for a second, move it right next to it perhaps. Whoa, okay, sliding around, all right. And my first time stamping. I better overlap that a little bit because then the mess might go. Yeah, I'll just overlap that a little bit closer there and there. All right. All right. So, okay, all I can see is a black blob there. I don't think you're supposed to, I think you'll see a bit of the outline of the pattern. Now it's sort of 50-50, maybe I'm not pressing down. I don't know, they say don't press down too hard. All right, we'll just try that. I can see the bit of the outline of the pattern there. So now I've seen various ways of either rolling this on or pressing down on it. So I think I'll. Did I touch it? Just a little bit on the side. I think I might just actually press down on this first one, and then maybe the next one. Oh no, that's just a bit of fluff there. I thought I actually touched it, but I didn't. Oh. Wow, that's come out of its thing a little bit there. It's not good. Yeah. All right. I think I might just press down on this one because it's got the rolling method. I think I'll do the rolling method on my. Oh God. So, yeah, that hasn't worked out. It doesn't surprise me. It hasn't come on at all. Is it too thick? Longer. No, it hasn't come down on at all. It's funny because I can see the pattern. Wow. Wow, I'm disappointed. You know what? I'm going to try a bit of this black polish on its own. Maybe that stuff is far too thick. Try a different pattern. Try this one pattern down here because this is pretty opaque. Maybe it's thick enough and maybe the builder gel. Stopping it from, we'll do the scraping. I've got to wipe that too. Babcock. Well, let's move that paper towel up a bit. Okay, I can see the pattern there. Press down. Okay, well, it's turned out on there. It's going to be hard for you to see. The pattern's turned out there, but it's any bits and pieces that are thing, you can just clean it with the sticky tape there. However, it's pretty thin. But the pattern did actually turn out. I think I might do it on the white one. But I think it's... I don't know. I'm not worried about that. Okay, well, we've got a bit of a pattern there. The whole pattern didn't work out. Okay, just looking at this gel polish, I can see that it doesn't need much builder gel at all with it. You can see a bit of the pattern there. So about 70% of it came out. Oh, it is my first go, remember, so actually the little details worked out good too. Okay, so this particular polish, which is quite pigmented, only needs probably a little tiny bit of builder gel. I've got way too much builder gel, and that's why the other one didn't pick up. So I've got to wipe this like that with the sticky tape. Wipe that clean. Oh, the thing keeps pushing back in there. Okay, wipe that go. So well, there you go. The ingredients are nowhere near. I never actually saw anything about if the polish is really pigmented, it only needs a tiny bit of builder gel, but obviously that's a situation. So this is really, it's all too thick. So really, let's have a go just with the black on its own again, because we had a little bit of success with that one, and try a different pattern. Got to wipe this. You're supposed to wipe this down every time too, but I'm just kind of avoiding to use the same area. That's pretty intricate, that one. This one here, it's pretty intricate, which I don't want. What about that one there? Well, that's pretty intricate too, but that's an option. We can try that one. I really would love it if one of them would turn out for one of the nails. Oh, I've got the time here. Hold on. Oh, heavens, we've been going 45 minutes already. Wow. Gee, time goes by. Okay, I've got too much gel on my brush. Okay. I'll try that one. Right, so there you go. I had way too much builder gel mixed in. Oh, it's all about learning. I'll do one swipe. Clean that while it's wet there. Alright, so what I might try to do this time is I'll do the rolling method on the stamping plate as well. I'll sort of go about like that and see if it... well, it's picked it up. I guess that other bit is from the... Okay, the other bit at the bottom there is from the other one, I think. Like on the plate. Oh, I forgot to look through I should look through there when I was rolling it. Well, it's pretty, it's very thin on them because it's gel polish, I guess. I wish we had another white one, but I don't think it's going to show up very well on. You know what I might do? I might just see the bottom part. I might just put on the bottom part of the white one because it's, I'll show you in a minute the way, like it's not going to all go through anyway because it needs another nail. I think it's going to be, we'll have a go with the pink one, but the pattern's not the right shape to go on this nail. But anyway, it might be. Oh well, we've got a bit of a pattern there. But I'll show you with the, where I've done it. Yeah, I'll show you the pattern on that. It's this one here. I should have gone for this one. I still can. That as 3/4 worked out, so I've gotten a bit better. Bring it closer. It's probably hard for you to see there. Kind of needed a bit more on the side there. What you can do too is actually there's a little bit more on there. I could fix that up with what's left. Maybe let's see. You have to work quick with these though. I'm taking too long. Okay. Well, that looks better now. I mean, it's not looking like the pattern here, but there is a pattern there. So then we'll just pretend that that's like worked out 100%, which it hasn't, but at least it's something. Then you'll spot cure it with your lamp for about 5 seconds. Oh, this is if you're going from nail to nail, but I'll just do it anyway with my little flash lamp, 5 to 10 seconds, and at the end you would do it all, all at once. But I'm holding it under one of those flash lamps. So when I do the top coat, it doesn't go everywhere. Gee, I'd love to be able to get one done right. You know what? This one, that's a lot. Which one was it? Yeah, the one underneath it. I think I might try that. And I really want the gel polish to be the right consistency. What I need is this to be thinner. So I'll just push some aside here because I didn't even know we were going that long. Time just flown. What I'll do is I'll put a bit of this over here and I'll add a bit more just to this little bit here so it's not so thick, since I've worked out what is sort of happening and why it's happening. But we need a bit more polish, but I'll just add it to that little bit because we're only going to be able to, I really don't want this to go for more than an hour. I mean, I know that plenty of people do it, but I would prefer not to. So I'll just add a bit more there to that one, that little corner there, mix that up and have it the consistency that it should be. A little toothpick pack again. And I'll just mix up this little bit here and we'll paint that on. So that's more gel polish than builder gel. Well, I don't know more. I don't know actually whether it's more. I don't know exactly how many. Well, I know that the 3-to-1 was completely wrong what they said. So it really just needs to be a bit thicker than what the Nice Deco black was. Just a bit thicker. So just grab a bunch on my brush. We'll go for that one on. It's a long nail. What about? Well, something longish might be better, wouldn't it? Possibly. Did I clean my... Yeah, wait a minute. Before I go to that, let's clean the... you have to clean, do it clean. So... Uh-oh, not meant to do that. Oops, forgot. Once is all right. I remember one of the tutorials saying if you do it once or twice, or 3 times or 4 times, 5 times accidentally, it's okay. But if you keep on doing it over and over and over, you'll get a cloudy stamp. So I've only accidentally done it once. So just get that. Lucky I didn't put too much pressure on it. And to clean these properly, if they never need it, it's just warm soapy water and then rinse them out. So it's sticky on the top there, so it's meant to be. Okay, it didn't do any damage, thank God. It is alcohol. If it had been acetone, it would have been worse. Or maybe not one time would have, but yeah. Anyway, I'm okay. It's nothing damaged there. All right, let's get back to this. We'll try this longer one. Now, this one's actually made for the really long nails, even longer than these. So, but that's okay. I'd like to stretch it out over the whole nail if I can. I was confident that it was. I'm trying to think what colour I'm going to do it on next. Oh, I could go over the pink again, but black on the purple, black, maybe black on the red. Wish I had another white one. Well, I could paint it. I could paint another one, but this is going to take too much time. I did have a nude. One of these ones was a nude colour too, but it will take. I think it's too jellyish. Oh, look, I'll just paint another one. This is a smaller nail here. This is a medium coffin. We'll do a nude. Change of plans. This is a medium coffin, so that whole one that I did before, that one that I stamped, that big one, will easily cover this easily. Well, there'll be leftovers. I'll try and actually, as I said, you don't do this on your own nails with a thick coat, but to save time, I'll just make this a thick coat and I'll just put it in the lamp for longer. I'll do it for 120 seconds. I'll be so happy if I can get one. If I don't, I'm not going to stress about it. Like I said, this is my first time stamping, so. Right, well, that's pretty thick, and it's, well, if it had been one layer it wouldn't have been, but, so we'll give that, oh, yeah, be careful putting it in the lamp, it's so easy to knock over, or give that, well, you have to do 60 twice. So while that's doing that, let's wipe our little scraper. So I have to do 2 times 60 there, it hasn't got a 120 option. All right, so I'll move our white paper towel over. Probably wait a little bit longer so I can go do this and go straight to the nail. So while we're waiting for that, I'll just give you a close-up of this one. So the very first one I did is this one, which actually the pattern got on about 70%. So remember the first one I didn't take it all with my mixture with the builder gel. And then I just did the black gel on its own and I got about 70% of the pattern. This one, well, remember I added some. But yeah, okay, this one's finished for the first 60. This one, yeah, it's quite intricate. Like the stamping plate, I think is okay. It's just user error here. What I could do with that one too is also you can touch it up with if we've got time. I might even do that. And yeah, see if we can make that one look a bit better. I don't have that much gel on me, really. Just bits and pieces. All right, that's only got 20 seconds left to go. I might wait for that because I just want to have it ready and cured. Oh, I've got to wipe it with, I'll get a clean, is there an edge here? There might be an edge here that's clean. I've got to wipe the tacky layer off, so. Okay, that's ready out of the lamp. I'll wipe the tacky layer. Let's just check with our handy dandy. Yep, that's cured. Take the inhibition layer off. Tacky layer. Yes, I can imagine this stamping stuff's going to take a few demos. Like, how long are we going now? Now it's almost an hour. Wow, I wish time wouldn't go so. I remember when I was a kid, time used to go by slowly when I was in school. As an adult, time goes by quick. All right, so I'll put this one aside and let's do our stamping here. I'll bring this a bit closer for you. Just make sure you can see them. All right. Now, I'll try to do, see, one good scrape across. And have a look if I can see the pattern. I feel like that might need another scrape. Wipe that a little bit there and just have another little bit of a scrape. I don't know. All right, let's give it a go. Well, this is longer than the thing, so we don't need to. How far does it go back at the end there? I say don't press down too hard, so I won't do that. Hold it there. Oh, didn't take. Oh, that's a disappointment. All right, we'll just do the gel polish on its own. It looks like that builder gel's really screwed up the, because the other ones that have taken have been just the plain polish. Well, I could go for the one next to it. I was going to wipe it, and let's just go for the one next to it. Obviously, this polish you don't need. I'll go for this one here. You don't need, you need hardly any builder gel to mix with it. So, oh, you live and learn. Here I was thinking, what they said, but yeah, it was wrong information. All right, let's try this one. Let's have a look at that. Okay, that looks, oh boy, I really want to get one to work. I'm not sure whether to press down. I've seen both techniques, so some of them do it pressing down and some do the rolling method. I think I'll just press down. Press this down. Try not to press less. As I said, don't press too hard. All right, I think I've got it there. Did I get it? Oh, I'll just wipe off that area that I don't know what that's from. This mess or something. Sticky tape. I've kind of got it, but yeah, I can see why it's the consistency. Look, I might have to get some proper stamping gel. I'm not sure. I don't really want to be buying any more polishes at the moment. Okay, so we'll do. Just do the rolling method. Yay! Oh, thank God for that. Okay, it's not perfect. Let's wipe my skin there with polish. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. I'll show you you can see that there's a bit on the edge thing. What you can also do is get a little fine brush. Dip it in a bit. I can see on one of the ends there where it's got a bow that it's gone. I just got a little fine brush here. And let's see the pattern again. Let me have a look what's going to fix it up with a liner brush. I've got like pretty much 99%, you know. Just sort of fix it up like that. A bit more. I shouldn't be dipping it into that gel one. Just, it was only a couple of little spots there. I'm pretty happy with that. That's turned out, thank God. I thought this video was going to turn out a complete failure. I can see any black marks here. Just get off with the sticky tape like that. See, that's covered on there. And there's a little bit more there. Look at that pattern again for a sec. Plastic. Is it plastic? Yeah, it's well, okay. It's a pattern. It's not like the actual pattern on the but that's because it's not the right polish. I tell you what, this doesn't like the builder gel. I'm just dipping it into that mixture I had over there. Doesn't like it at all. Just going to fix it up a bit, put it a little bit there. I'll just try and fix it up a bit better. But it's not going to be 100%, but there's just a little bit here. Yeah, anyway, it's a pattern. So, yay. Yeah, it's because it's not the right consistency, it's not the right pattern. I'll give it a spot cure here. And then after that, oh geez, did I even bring top coat over here? Oh, I know where there's top coat, not very far from me. If I have to get out of the seat and get one, I will. Oh, which one's turned on? This one's turned on. Okay, sorry you can't see this. If I brought everything out over here, I wouldn't, you know, there wouldn't be enough space to do everything. So my little cute flash lamp there is not in the camera's view. I'm just giving it a few seconds. Then we're going to, well, I'll give it a bit of a cure under. I've got to give it a bit of a cure anyway, so I'll give that a bit of a cure. And while that's curing, because I don't think I've got any top coat, I think I forgot to bring the regular top coat. What do I? Oh, yes, I've got a top coat here. Okay. Okay, that should be enough for that one. So that's what that's turned out. That we have got a top coat. This is just one I got from Kmart, which ages ago, but it hasn't dried out, so I'm going to use it. Top coat it, and then, oh, is it clear? Yep, it should be clear. Make it, not muck around with it too much. And put that in. Oh, I'll give that 60. And we can finish up then. Okay. All right, it wasn't a complete failure. And actually, these could be savable if you know, either with doing some more stamping on top of it, or doing more with, you know, more with a brush. I mean, yeah, I would, if I had time to, I could do something with the brush and fix that one up, that there's a bit of a blank space there. And this one, yeah, but the reason it's not like bold sort of thing. It's a little bit wishy-washy because it's just gel polish. So, or maybe next time, I don't know, I'll either buy some stamping polish or maybe next time just add the tiniest bit of builder gel, the consistency. I obviously had way too much builder gel when I mixed it, so that's what we got to today. So I'm actually happy with that, considering it's just regular gel polish. It's not the stamping polish. And the pattern's there. I can't really show it in here because it's all, yes, I've got a bit of a mess to clean up here. So anyway, guys, that's what we got to today. And I'll do these other ones next time, and for part 3. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks very much for bearing with me, and I'll leave you to it, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much. Okay, bye.